Around a year back, I started a challenge of earning 1 crore in 1 year on my Instagram account. If you have been following me through the challenge, you already know that almost a year is complete. So, what's going on with the challenge? What happened throughout the entire journey? What did we do? I'll tell you everything in this one video. So stay tuned till the end because there are some very valuable lessons in this video. So first and foremost, when we started off the challenge, I decided that I'll be giving off 25% of whatever I earn back to you guys. Anyone who supports me, my followers, my subscribers, everyone, I'll be giving it off as a giveaway. And I haven't forgotten about it. So yes, by the end of this video, I will be telling you how you can participate in the giveaway as well. Okay, so how did this entire journey pan out? What did we learn? Why did I start it? Everything is going to be covered. First of all, why did I aim to earn 1 crore in 1 year and what was my motive behind it? The main motive was to be as transparent as possible and document my entire journey. What am I learning? What am I failing at? And also to get out of my comfort zone. Now, these are some of the things. I built out a SaaS product. I built out a clothing brand, something that I would never have built out if I wasn't doing this challenge. I even built out my tech agency. So these are some of the things that I would never have explored had I not started with this challenge. So this was my main motive, and of course documented it, shared it every day on Instagram, shared it with you guys as well, and I saw so many people motivated and start off with their own journeys. So this was my main motive, which I feel I have accomplished already. So how did we actually aim to make this 1 crore? I'll tell you every single thing in detail. Now, the first thing that we did was build out a SaaS product. Now, this product, if you go on my YouTube channel as well, you'd find Typer AI. Now, Typer AI was an AI assistant tool, a creative writing tool that I'd built out mainly for myself, and then I realized that many other people also require it. So what does it do? Basically, for people like us who want to stay active on social media along with do their work as well, it becomes very hectic and you cannot do that without having a proper team. So in order to solve the situation, you have to be active on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. There are so many different platforms and you have to write so much content. You have to script everything out and there's so much work to be done. So I wanted to solve this particular issue. I wanted to make content writing easy for everyone. Now, of course, you can just go on to ChatGPT and ask it to write content for you. But then the problem is it's not hyper personalized. For example, if I ask ChatGPT to write some 30 ideas about, say, e-commerce for me, it will generate 30 topics. But then those topics won't relate to me. And that's what I wanted to change. I wanted to build an AI tool that understands you and writes content just for you. It's hyper personalized. It gives you 30 topics. You can use that throughout the month, and it even creates posts, LinkedIn posts, Twitter posts. You can post it on any of your social media handles, and that's what I wanted to do. Was I successful? Yes, I built out the entire platform. It was built using Next.js, and for the backend and to get all the answers and everything, I was using OpenAI's API in order to get my answers, in order to use and basically generate responses for everything. So yeah, using the tool, you get all the 30 topics, you then expand on those topics, and yes, you can directly copy and paste it directly on your social media handles. Now, while building this SaaS product, I learned something very valuable. The thing that I learned was instead of focusing on the product, I should have focused more on who is going to use it, because the target audience that I had were not content creators. They were not people who make content regularly, and that's something that I failed to understand. So then when I finally launched my product, there were a few people who were very interested in using it, but I did not get the response that I was expecting. So I quickly moved on and I started building my clothing brand Imbuzi. With Imbuzi, we saw a huge success. When we started off with Imbuzi, we had no idea. I partnered up with a friend of mine, a school friend of mine, and we both decided that okay, let's start with the clothing brand, because we always wanted to do that but did not have any idea of how we can. We started researching, we traveled to different cities. I traveled to Bangalore, Ahmedabad and all these other places to find manufacturers, find the best quality fabrics and so on and so forth. I made a list of so many manufacturers. I tested everyone's quality. I tested everyone's print quality, fabric quality, everything. And later I then fixed on to one manufacturer. We got the samples in, and within just 3 months, we launched our clothing brand and started selling our products. It was such a huge success that in the first day itself, we did a launch party and there were so many people turning up. I was really overwhelmed by the response that I was getting. But then things started to go bad. First of all, there were a lot of delays from the manufacturer. So we had already given the orders for the second drop, but we were not getting it even after 2 months. Apart from the delays, we also faced a lot of issues when it came to packaging and the inventory management. Slowly, we started to learn how these things work, how the supply chain works, and we even shifted our manufacturer. We did everything. We solved all of those things, and now it's going on a steady line. Now, all of this, right from learning how to find manufacturers to actually getting the website made, the Shopify website made, the Dukaan website made. Apart from that, selling the products, getting the first 100 customers. How did we get them? What did we do? Did we spend a lot on ads, or did we do organic marketing? If organic marketing, then what exactly worked for us that we didn't even have to pay a single rupee, and we got like 100, 200 people already lined up to buy our products. All of this research I bundled up into a small ebook that you can go and check it out. It's there on my link. But apart from that, I've made a bunch of ebooks after that. Now, I've been in the graphic design space for a long time. I've been making YouTube videos. I've been making its thumbnails. I've been doing graphic designing for other things as well. Now, that type of graphic design does not come any handy when you're doing designing for your t-shirts. Yes, you might be a pro at using Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop and all of these platforms, but when it comes to t-shirt designing, you also need to make sure that you're designing according to the prints. Are you going to do DTF printing? Are you going to do screen printing? What file format do you need to send to your manufacturer? All of these complexities are something that we didn't understand. We only learned it through trial and error, and we spent a lot of money just doing that. So in order to save you guys from spending a lot of money just because you did not send your file in a correct format to your manufacturer, or you did not know how to take out design inspirations, or maybe you're not able to design at all. If any of those problems are there, I've even made a design ebook guide that you can check out. And there are a lot of other things that we did. And there are a lot of other things that we launched apart from that. So yes, Student Samaj also got a lot of products and we started selling from there as well. Now moving on, apart from all this, I even started my own tech agency. Yes, my own tech agency called MetaRiz. MetaRiz basically helped you with everything right from design, development to even digital marketing. So how did I get clients for it? Now the first and the foremost thing that I did was share all of the things that I'm doing. All the clients I'm talking to, how am I pitching to them, what is the entire flow. I shared all of the secrets on my Instagram. Even over here, I made a bunch of videos. Doing this, I got a lot of inbound clients as well. And after that, it was just a snowball effect. My existing clients referred me to other clients and it just kept on growing and growing. If you want to know the entire detailed story of how we started MetaRiz, how did we scale it up, how did we get our clients, you can watch my previous video. I've detailed every single thing over there. Now, while doing all of these things, I also know that I had to do the giveaway, right? So just 6 months before, we did our first ever giveaway. It was such a huge success. We sent out boxes and our goodies and everything to so many different people. I got so many different reactions from them and I loved the entire part. It just made me feel closer to the community that we were building, and I just felt that one act of doing that giveaway just helped me get closer to the community. So now we're doing the final giveaway for the challenge. Yes, this is giveaway 2.0 and this is how you can participate in it. There will be a form link in the description as well as in the pinned comments. Go fill it out as soon as possible because once we have decided on the giveaway winners, we won't be changing it and we'll just be sending out those giveaways. Also make sure that you follow the 1CR project on Instagram as well. The handle is ali.1cr. Go follow over there, like and engage with all the posts. That's all that you need to do. The giveaway is in 2 phases. The first phase phase is for everyone who is a follower of the 1CR project or even subscribers of this YouTube channel. And the second phase is specifically for people who have subscribed me on Instagram. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do that as well to enter the second phase of the giveaway. All in all, it has been an awesome journey and it wouldn't have been possible without you guys' support. Now I want to know from you guys in the comment section down below, what should we do next? Should we continue on with a bigger, better challenge, or should we just document our journey? Whatever we are doing, whatever I am doing, I should share it with you. It's on Instagram, it's on YouTube, it's on all of my platforms. Should I do that? Or if you have some interesting thoughts in your mind, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to read it all. Till then, like this video, subscribe to the channel for more such value-packed content, and until next time, this is Ali Solanki signing off.